How long do you think this ongoing global bond market rout will continue?
For a while. Francine, ask yourself, what haven't we heard? If I had told you we would get 100 to 150 basis point moves in a few days, you and I, because we've been around for a while, me much longer than you, of course, but because we've been around for a while, we would ask, okay, where's the pain trade? Who's really hurting? Who's on the ropes? We haven't had yet indication of stress. Now, that's good, but I worry that that's still ahead of us. So don't underestimate the technicals that are in play here. But overall, I think we're coming to the last phase of both dollar strength and this surge in yields.
So you think we've reached, is there a level actually to which, and we heard from the White House, they don't really want to work on some kind of global accord to temper dollar. Do you think we're seeing almost the end of dollar strength? Because at the moment, it doesn't really look like we have a ceiling for it.
Correct. So remember, the dollar had three very strong tailwinds. And that's why I've been warning for a couple of years ago now, don't fade the dollar, don't fade the dollar. One is interest rate differential. Two is growth differential, and three is safe haven differential. And all three have been powering the dollar to record levels. Interest rate differential advantage is starting to diminish. The growth advantage will at some point start diminishing because the US faces a much higher risk of recession because of the Fed. So it's going to be just a safe haven. Now there's a limit to the safe haven. Look, it wouldn't surprise me if the dollar strengthened. I do have a target in the back of my head. I'm not going to tell you what it is. We're not there yet. But we are, it is interesting that we haven't heard the U.S. complain about competitiveness. Something that hasn't been covered today, look at the Chinese currency. Last I looked, we were at 723. You put that graph up, it goes straight up in terms of weakening. In the old days, the U.S. government would be complaining about currency wars, about what that does to competitiveness. But because inflation is the main concern today, the government in the U.S. actually welcomes the appreciation of the dollar because it reduces imported inflation.